Hi, everybody. It's Joni here at Joni's Journals. How are you? Happy Sunday. I have come along to teach you how to make these little flippy flappy thingies. If you have been watching my videos, my previous videos, one was out yesterday afternoon on Saturday and one came out this morning, you will know that I have been playing with making cluster tabs or cluster tabs, I guess is what they're called, or tab clusters, which were inspired by Toni at Crafty by Toni. And I have also been making what she's been calling a Flippy Flappy Thingy. And I've been giving you glimpses of them all throughout my other videos. And so what I figured we would do today is we would make one together. And so I've been making them, and I've been using the tags that I've made using Tracie Fox's rather grungy random label kit, which just came out, I think, a week or so ago. And so, yeah, you can see one here. And I have also been making the tags using her. This is part of the rather grungy random label kit. It's really kind of cool if you like grunge. And she has out another kit called Awesome Assemblage. She has a video up for this one, so go on over and check it out. I'll link her channel. And I think she has a video showing this one. I'm not sure if she has a video using these, although she might have used them together like I did. But yeah, we have that. And then some of the Flippy Flappies that I created were using her. She did a mass make video on closures using your punches, your tab punches, and also your little circle punches. So I did a video showing you those too. And this is another one that I use. This is graphic 45 paper that I've used here. I use the Fairy Dust collection and the Midnight Masquerade collection. And so, yeah, these papers come from those. I don't know if either one of those collections is available. I've had the papers for quite a long time. And this one I decorated. You might recognize this paper. It is from the Arty Arty collection, and you do know that we've been doing stuff with that collection, making tags and little spinny things, and we are gonna be making the journal cover soon. I just have not figured out what I want to use. But these are die cut out of one of those papers, and for that, whoops, I can't get a hold of it because, of course, the tape is stuck. I used this little die cut set by All and Create. And if you're interested, it's number 35. It doesn't have a name on it, but you get these cool little black metal dies, and they create these little like coffee rings. And even the parts that they punch out kind of look like a coffee blotch or a splotch. And so, yeah, I used those to just make a little decorative flippy flappy thingy. And I might put a pocket on the back, but this is definitely going to go into the Arty Arty journal. And you can see the other little flippy flappies. This is Samperia paper and some Tim Holtz. I put little pockets in them so that we can tuck in tags and put them in our journals, or, you know, clip them into our journals. They're going to be so pretty on both sides. I don't know that I would want to glue it into my journal, but I might paper clip it in. And so, yeah, this is the Samperia paper. This is Old Lace collection, in case you're interested. And this, I'm pretty sure, is still available. But, yeah, so we are going to make a little flippy flappy thingy, as Toni calls them. And we're going to use some of the tab clusters, and I'm gonna tuck in some of Tracie's tags that I made, and yeah, I think we're gonna have some fun. So what I've done is I have taken my Tim Holtz 8x8 paper pads, and I have cut out a couple of them. Well, you'll see, we have like 3 of them that we're gonna finish hopefully today. And this is 8 inches by 4 inches. I've made my strips in a variety of sizes. I have a couple that were 3 inches. I have a couple that were 2 inches. But I like the 4-inch size. It's kind of hefty and it has lots of room for us to play with. So what you need to do is you need to cut a piece of scrapbook paper for 8 by 4. And then we're going to use our scoreboard. If you don't have a scoreboard, you can measure and use your ruler and whatever way you need to do it to make a bend for your flap part of your Flippy Flappy. What we're going to do is we're going to take our 8 by 4 piece and we're going to put it in our scoreboard and we're going to score at 1.5 inches. Now, I did make one of my little Flippy Flappies smaller and I made score lines and my flaps came out a little bit too close together. Let me see if I can grab that one. My flaps came out a little bit too close together so that I have to be inventive and figure out a way to create a closure because I can't tie it closed like I did on the other ones. So yeah, that'll be something I might use Velcro. Okay, so 8 by 4 and we're going to score at 1.5 on both sides. I'm using my small scoreboard because I don't feel like dragging out the big Lamazza 12-inch one. And then what you're going to need, if you want to put a little pocket in, I cut these at 4 3/4 inches long by just about 2 inches high. So that's going to be our little pocket inside our little Flippy Flappy. And I have already inked around, but I do want to ink my score marks because I just like them to look a little grungy. So what you can do if you want to, if you're not an inker, don't worry about it. If you are, you might want to do this first before you start anything else. I'm just going to ink around inside and outside on my little score marks here and get that set. So yeah, I hope you've been watching the little videos. They're rather quick. They're less than 20 minutes. And they're just, you know, introducing the little mask make that Tracie did and the cluster tabs that Toni did. And so yeah, they're kind of fun. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our glue, which I misplaced because quite honestly, this is the 3rd time I have started this video. I don't know what happened to the way I set up my camera, but I messed around with it yesterday and I just can't get my phone into the tripod the way that it needs to be facing very quickly anymore because there's a little push out part where you just fit the phone into. And I think what I've done is I've turned everything upside down. And so I can't get the phone in right. And then, of course, my phone's been acting up as well with my videos. And you'll know that because I've had to stop and start my videos a couple of times. Well, I didn't voluntarily do it. My phone did it for me. But yeah. So you're going to put your pocket in. I'm going to show you another one just because I chatted through that one. And now you have your little pocket. And we'll take this one. This is another one that I made using the Tim Holtz 8x8 paper pad. And I've picked out something that I'm hoping will be a little artsy for the Arty Arty journal because there is like a flower sketched, quote unquote, over the background. So yeah, I'm planning on putting this one into the journal. But what you're going to do with your pocket, I rounded the edges and I rounded the edges on these too. I rounded the edges on the corners of the pocket. What you're going to do is you're just going to glue on 3 sides, one along here, and of course straight along the bottom here. And then we're going to glue down the other side. And I don't know if I mentioned it. This space here is 5 inches from fold to fold. So what I did was I cut my pockets. Yes, I think I did mention it. At 4 3/4 inches by 2 inches. And that was just to be sure that the pocket fit nicely. Because when I was testing it out, I did cut the pockets originally at 5 inches. And then I had to trim them all back. So there you go. That's the basic Flippy Flappy journal. 8 by 4. Score at 1.5 and 1.5. And now you have your little flaps. So what we're going to do is we are going to decorate the insides of our little Flippy Flappies. And what I've done is I have taken out, these are some of the other tags that I created using those 2 kits by Tracie. I will link the kits, and I will link Toni's channel. I don't know how to link videos. I do know how to link the channel by just using the little @ sign. So yeah, I haven't gotten that sophisticated yet. And I have to really look into it and see how to link videos. If any of my fellow YouTubers out there can give me an idea or just explain to me how to do it, that would be awesome. But we're going to decorate a little on the background here. And I just thought it would be kind of cute if we added some of these on the top of, above the pocket area. And, you know, just put a few in and make it look like they're kind of tucking, well, sticking out of the pockets, not tucking out of the pockets, Joni. Yeah, so we can just put a little glue on those and slide them down behind the pocket. And let's see, what do we have? Well, this one has some blue, so maybe we'll use that one. And I cut out these labels, and of course I inked around them. And I tried to cut along with the little divots and everything that are part of the digital, so that it looks like they're beat up and old around the edges, not just as much of what the image is. And then we'll take one of our little Tim Holtz tickets, and maybe we'll stick that in there too, so it looks like it's coming out of the top of the pocket. Now I'm going to show you how to add the cluster tabs. I will not be embarrassing myself today and putting grommets in, although I guess maybe I should on one of them so that you guys can see how you use the cluster tabs to make a closure. If anybody votes no for that, let me know right now, and I won't have to embarrass myself. But yeah, if you've seen me do grommets on my videos before, you'll know that something bad always happens, and they never quite sit into place. I have put up photos on my Instagram. I have not yet put them on my Facebook page of the cluster tabs. So let's just tuck this in right behind it. Okay. Of the cluster tabs, of the little closures that I made based on Tracie's video. What else did I put? I put 1 or 2. I actually think that I put the Flippy Flappy Thingys on there too. So if you want to go over and check out my Instagram, you'll see some of those pictures, as well as I try to post other makes that I have onto my Instagram and also on my Facebook page. My Facebook page, admittedly, gets a little bit neglected, or has been neglected in the past. I'm trying to treat it nicely and put more of my things on and link my videos and such. So yeah, a couple of people have gone over and liked what I've done on my Facebook page. I just kind of want to add something here. Will this fit? Yeah, it will. I just think that although I liked the graph paper look, it just kind of looks a little bit plain. So let's pop a little one of Tracie's rather grungy random labels, or rather random grungy labels. I always get the names mixed up, so please forgive me. I will link them in the description box. You know, when you see that word more under the video, hit on it. It gives you my links. It'll give you links to whoever's channels I might want to link, and to the kits and such. And so, yeah, go on over and click on that more. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on the little bell, as everybody always says. Okay, so here are some of the tab clusters that I made last night. They are made from Tim Holtz paper, and I did use my tab punch, but if you watched my other video, you'll know all about my tab punch. And so I made an extra 6, so that we could possibly, if we get to it, if the video's not too long, and if my phone doesn't give out on us, we can try to get 3 of those done. But here's some of the tab, whoop, let's turn this one so you can actually see it. Here's some of the tab clusters that I've made. And so what we're going to do now is we are going to just put that little box aside for now. We're going to add our tabs to our Flippy Flappy thingy. And I do just want to make sure that I am, okay, I wanted to make sure I glued everything facing in the right direction. So now, the way that I attach my tabs to things is I try to put a glue on them and glue them first to the back of whatever I am attaching them to. So this way I can kind of center them and make sure they're straight back here. I think if you watched my video yesterday, I showed you how I was doing that as well, and I got a couple that were crooked. So now I've attached it to the back, and what I'll do now is I will add glue. See, is that straight? Probably not. Okay, wait a minute. Let's just make sure. Let's just turn this over. The illusion of the patterns sometimes plays havoc with my eyes, and I can't always see. All right, so now that I've glued it to the back, and it's probably still crooked, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. I will flip it over. I add glue to the front of the tab, and then I will flip it over and glue it down to the front of whatever I happen to be adding a tab to. So let's just do the other side. Did I pick 2 the same size? Yes, I did. Please applaud me. The way things have been going for me with my videos and making my things these past couple of days, it's been quite the comedy of errors. All right, let's attach the tab on the back to the back of the Flippy Flappy thing, and let's just flip the other side down and make sure that our tabs are even. Using my eyes, they seem to be pretty even, and this one seems to have gone on straight. So let's just glue that down completely. All right, we got that one. And I made different size tabs. So I'm trying to be sure that I'm putting together the right size tabs on my little flippies. Okay, and we'll put that aside to dry for now. And let's grab the other one, and we'll grab 2 more tabs out of here. Let's see if we have 2 that match. Let's see if I got 2 of the same design paper. Okay, and these are a medium-sized tab that I have cut using my tab punch. The We Are Memory Keepers tab punch. But if you watched my videos yesterday and today, you'll know why we're not cutting any of them on camera. Okay, let's just make sure that I have that even. And again, the pattern's playing havoc with my eyes. I can hope you can see what I'm doing. And once you make these cluster tabs, it actually doesn't make much of a difference which way you're facing them, because the little clusters tend to be like non-directional. Well, I mean, they all face in the same direction, but it doesn't really make much of a difference what way they're facing when you put them on the Flippy Flappy thing, because, you know, because I'm using Tim Holtz and I'm trying to use a lot of non-directional papers as it is, because everything else is non-directional, it really doesn't matter which way your ephemera is facing. Okay, let's make sure. Let's do a check. What does everybody think? I think that this one is lower than that one. So let's see if we have enough time to, yes, it's still wet. And did we even it up? Oh, that's pretty even. What do you guys think? I think we got it. All right, let's just glue the front down. And then we'll have our little tabs on here. And maybe I'll be brave and I will put a grommet in. And if you feel the need to laugh, go right ahead. because it usually is a comedy of errors. And I don't know if it's because I'm using the wrong size grommets or if it's my, what do you call it? My, no, Lordy, my crocodile. I'm sorry for reaching. But I just seem to not have much luck getting my grommets in. And I try to buy the more shallow ones so that they don't need, you know, like that they're shallow enough so that they, whoop, there it goes, shallow enough so that they, can you even see that? I probably not, but the depth from the top of the grommet to the bottom, I try to make sure they're pretty shallow, so that they, you know, don't need much space to close themselves around. But I just never seem to have any luck. Okay, so let's just take and punch a hole with our crocodile. And yes, I put a hole through my ephemera, but that's okay because we want to be able to tie our little flippy flappy thingy closed. So I figure, all right, here it goes, guys and gals. Let's see if I can actually get the grommet to go in. Okay, well, it's in the paper. Now let's just see if I can get it to clamp nicely and not embarrass myself, although I don't mind giving all of my friends a good laugh, so that's okay. Did we get it? Did we get it? Well, we got it, and it seems to be holding, so okay. Mark this one on your calendar, gang, because we actually got it in right, and it clamped. I know that there's a way to change the base on the crocodile, this little thing here, but I just never seem to find the right one. I'm going to change this one and see if maybe we'll get a better grip. Probably not, but let's see. Okay. All right, well, so, all right, so that actually was a better choice for putting these in. Let me grab that again. If I remember at the end, I'll tell you. I think the springiness has also gone out of my crocodile, and I think that that could be part of the problem. But okay, we managed to get in a closure. Let's just take my little embroidery thread here. Put those there before I have to sweep them all up off the floor. Okay, we got our embroidery thread. I'm going to put that over there. And let's slide our thread through our little hole, like so. Now, what I do so that the string doesn't fall out of my grommet is I tie this. I want to make one side a little longer than the other side. Whoop, and of course I dropped it. But I'm just going to tie this. If you can see, let me do it this way. I make one side of the string a little bit longer than the other one so that it gives room when you tie it across, so that you can get a nice bow. And then I'm just going to put a little knot. I'm going to do a box knot side to side. Okay, and there we go. We have our little string tied on for our closure. So you see it stays on, and one side is a smidge longer than the other one, so that's the side that I'll use to close over on there. And I think these are dry enough that we might be able to mess with it. So I'm going to take one of my little Tracie tags, and I'm going to slip it into the pocket like so. So you have plenty of room in here. I don't want to push down too much because I'm afraid my glue might still be wet. And then I'm going to grab another one of the little tags, and I'm going to slide that in on this side. Again, not pushing down too far. I don't want anything to get stuck. And then we're going to grab our little embroidery thread. See, I grabbed the short side. And I'm going to put it through the hole on the other side. And then let's grab hold of this. Where did you go? There you are. And then I'm going to pull it closed like so. And I'm going to tie a little bow. There you go. And let's just, whoops, can't grab a hold of my string. And tie a little bow. Like so. There we go. And there you have it. There's your little Flippy Flappy thingy using our tab clusters that we created. And here's our other one. I'm not going to put a grommet in that, but I'm going to tuck some of these little tags in. And see that one, this one's a little drier, so they're easier to get in. And there you go. There's our little Flippy Flappy thingies. And they're perfect to, you know, put into your journal. You can just leave it in there, or you could use a little clamp and clamp it on the page. Let me grab one of the signatures out of the Arty Arty journal. Okay, and these, of course, are a little bit too big. Well, no, not really. Well, yeah, maybe. And you can just clamp it onto the top of your page. I'm just going to clamp it on the whole signature. Or you can clamp it onto, I have the tags in that. Here, let me use this one. I'll pull the tags out so it'll be a little easier. You can clamp it on this way too. And I'm not separating my signature, I'm just doing it. So yeah, and see, your little tab clusters are facing in the opposite direction, but hey, it works. All right, guys, I really, really hope you enjoyed that. And I really hope that you'll go over, let me see if I can grab a hold of some of these. I have so much stuff tucked in this box right now. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab one. I made a video the other day making a little spinny thing for the Arty Arty journal. And I also made one using the die cut, the Viewmaster Reel die cut. So yeah, go on over and check those out. And I hope you sat through this video, because this is my longest video for in a few days. And my phone has actually worked throughout the whole thing. So I did list a few things on my Etsy. I listed some die cuts that I have doubles of, embossing folders that I have doubles of, so a stamp set, a Dilutions Dialogue stamp set. If you like Dilutions, go on over and check it out. I've listed everything. I did list Walter at the price that I paid for him. I checked on eBay, and he is going for a little bit more money now. And all the other things that I listed at whatever the normal cost might be, like $1 less or something like that. So if you want to go over and check that out. And I hope to be able to list my journals. It's probably going to have to be sometime this week. We are going to a Super Bowl party, and I have to cook. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm sending you lots of love and big hugs. I want to give a shout-out to my friend Dave at Dash of Dave, and sending you best wishes and big hugs also. He knows why. So, yeah. Lots of love, big hugs. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And go on over and check out Tracie's cluster videos. I will link these tag kits. Not Tracie's cluster videos, I'm sorry. Tracie's mass make. She's been doing Tuesday videos using some of her new kits and stuff. But go over and check out, I will link these two kits in the description box below. Just click on more. I will put an @ for Toni so that you go over and check out her channel. She's put a lot of these videos, the tab clusters and the Flippy Flappy Thingies, into a playlist now called Use Your Stash. And what else? I guess that's it. Okay? Okay, guys. Wish you an awesome week. I will try to come back during the week and make another little short video if I can. But again, thanks for watching. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. We're going to be hopefully be doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway soon. Fingers crossed. Okay, guys? All right. Love to you all. Thank you for watching and have an awesome day and an awesome week, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye for now. Take care.